Well, hello guys. It's been a long time since you've seen me on YouTube. This is Chris. I'm here with my girlfriend at our new property. Got a lot to catch up on for you guys that came over from my main channel, Smokescreen, that's been around for the last 10 or 11 years. Welcome, and welcome to anybody new. Welcome to our new channel. This is going to be something where we do a little bit of vlogging about gold prospecting and homesteading, because that's what we're planning on doing here. And I'm going to first give you our first little tour of our land before our house is being built. They've just now started the clearing and all that. We are at the old Cotton Patch Gold Mine, and I'm going to show you just in a second the old sign there. I used to come up here years and years ago because I've been in the gold prospecting for a long time. Some of you guys that came over from my old channel, Smokescreen, know that about me and my old vlog channel. But this will be something new for me and my girlfriend. And she won't be on camera for a while. She will be eventually. Little camera shy and other things. We'll talk about that later, but she is here with me. And we're going to show you our new land. We have bought 8 acres on the old Cotton Patch Gold Mine. I'll give you a little tour here in just a few minutes, but if you see behind me there, that's the old campground portion of it. We're in front of our property here. We bought 8 acres of this, and I'll show you guys the old sign here. Pardon me, I'm not good at vlogging on a phone here, but you can see here behind me, this is where going to be our driveway. They dropped off the culvert pipe and they started to clear, and we'll show you that in a second. But let me zoom in way up here. All right, and if you see, this is where our driveway will be here, but if you zoom in way up there, there's the old Cotton Patch Gold Mine and Campground sign. So this is where I used to come years ago. A lot of people probably are asking, if you're looking on this for gold prospecting, about Cotton Patch. A lot of people, I've asked myself for years, and I just got really, really lucky. So we'll talk about that as we walk around, but we got really, really lucky. This place went up for sale, and I was like immediately got tagged in it by several people that knew I used to come up here and get gold and buy pay dirt. The days I didn't want to go out into the creeks and go prospecting myself, and got tagged in this and everything, and then ended up buying the land and got really, really lucky because I was up here the next day. But anyway, enough yapping. I'll give you more of that story as we walk through here, but you can see behind me, we'll drive through. This is where they started clearing back here. We'll go through the whole property again, 8 acres, and give you a little bit of a tour and kind of let you see kind of the progress as our house is built. That's going to be a really fun process for us as well, in the middle of selling our houses and all this kind of stuff as well to get this done. But we are under process here, and they should start building here in the next couple weeks. They can do the land clearing and stuff now until we get the permits in. That's the last step before they can start pouring footers on our foundation and actually doing our house. So let's go through here and take a look. I'll give you more details and give you guys our future plans as well on what we're going to do with Cotton Patch, because we don't own, obviously, the other half that's still the campground. A very good friend of ours now, Tim, still owns the campground side, and he's just renamed it Cotton Patch Campground. But we want to possibly do something with the gold mine because it's still here. There's still gold. I've been prospecting back in the creek back here the last month or so that we've had the land in our possession after we closed on it and all that stuff, and there's still gold here. There's a gold pit right over here. I'll show you in a minute, but yeah, I'll give you more of that story. We just got really, really lucky and we're able to acquire this land. And some of you guys on YouTube that watch other gold channels, which I do too, I watch several other channels. We go to a Uwari quite a bit as well, and I know some of you guys may be coming here from some of those channels, and I would like to meet some of those guys too. But we'll tell you some updates when we get them, or when we decide what we want to do with the campground or with the gold mine itself. We may have some plans for that in the future. Might won't be something immediate, but we'll talk about that when we can. But anyway, enough yapping. Let's go see the land. All right, guys. So I'm just walking up here from where I was standing at the road there. That's where we were parked in here. I'll give you the basic tour, and then I'll just drive back here as well. But this is going to be our drive area coming in. Not this whole path. We're going to keep this section over here to the left open. This is the gold pit. This is where they mostly dug out the placer material when they had the gold mine open to the public and everything for just recreational mining. So this is all dried up now. Not been a lot of rain here lately, but you can see all the slate and everything, the bedrock down there. But this is where they dug out. This whole area is usually flooded. You can see a little water back there if I zoom in. There's still a little water down there, but Tim, the former owner here, was gracious enough to give us a pump so we can keep this pumped out. But they put up this little silt fence to protect this gold pit back here. So I've done a little testing back here. There's still some gold but I hadn't done enough to really see a whole lot of anything right yet, but I've done more back in the creek. So we'll go through here. I'll drive up through here and show you the home site, what it's going to look like. And on this side, you have all the lode gold. So there's the quartz veins are back through. They run all through this property, by the way, but you can actually see it exposed back there. There's a couple trails that go back behind there where you see the quartz vein itself. So there's a lode mine here. This was started back in the 1800s, cotton patch gold mine, because this was a cotton farm, and then the farmer found gold in his cotton patch, and there a lot of history here. So really cool that we're able to acquire this. Anyway, this is the gold pit. Driveway will be 430 feet back there, and we'll go check out where the house is going to be. This right here is what we call the burn pit. This was already here, most of this stuff, but this is where they're also clearing a little bit. Not a lot they had to clear back here where the home site's going to be. But this is going to be, we'll have a controlled burn done and get rid of all this stuff. This may be the area here of a potential future parking area or panning area if we decide to do something with cotton patch again. So we'll definitely be seeing the changes here, but this is what we call our burn pit. It's a giant, huge pile. Wish I could light that up like it is. That's the redneck thing to do, but I think we'll have to do that the right way. So anyway, let's go back here to our home site. Alrighty, so this is where I just came in from. This is that burn pit I was telling you about. If we go right over here, this will be where the house is. So the driveway comes through here. We just came out here today, and they have now staked out where the house is going to be. So this will be our little front yard area. The house, you can kind of see. It's hard to see on this camera, I think. This is where they staked out the actual footers to be poured, starting here in a couple weeks. We just talked to the builder as well. And we're gonna we have an issue where, if you kind of see where the driveway comes in here, it's gonna be cutting across the front yard if this is not more angled, or either the house is flipped where the garage is on this side. So I'll explain that later, but we're gonna try to figure that out. But we have our yard here, so I'm now standing in the living room, back to the kitchen area here. We got a covered back porch back here. I know it's hard to see this, but they ran out of tape here too, but they got all the stakes in. So this is where the footers will be poured. You can see the little orange stakes there. Covered porch here. Back up there is that the cabin. I'll show you guys that in just a minute. That's our cabin up there. We do have a cabin on this property. And then all the woods continue back another several, 300 or 400, well, about 400 or 500 more feet. And then this is the back little yard area. You can see where I came in. And now this is the cool area here, because this is going to be part of our little backyard area where we have our chickens or animals and stuff like that. We're going to have a little homestead here, which is what we're starting this channel for that, and gold prospecting. Going to build a bridge across here. This is a field. I'll drive down here really quick in a second and show you guys. This is a field over here on the other side of this little culvert. I'll have a bridge across this. This will be cleared out. This is a gorgeous field where my creek is. And that's the gold-bearing creek called Mountain Creek back there. And you'll be able to see that. It's a little hard to tell now, hard to tell on the camera. It's a big, open, gorgeous field back there. And then there's a creek on the other side of that. So I'll take you back there and let you see that. But you can see kind of here, I'm in what will be the backyard area. And then you can kind of probably see a little bit better there if I keep blocking out with my thumb, the tape there where they kind of staked out the house. So there you go. This is going to be awesome. It's gorgeous out here, and there's so many trails through here. A lot of history with the gold mine. I'll explain in later videos as I learn more about it too. And then so many trails through the woods. So back through there, it just keeps on going forever and forever. So a total of 8 acres out here. So anyway, guys, let me take you around to the field real quick, and then we're gonna go hit the creeks up in Uori and do a little prospecting. So we'll see you there. All right, so this is the field I was talking about. We just pulled in here from this side. You just saw that little shot, there is the area where I just was standing. So I was standing right over there on the other side of that little culvert. That's like a kind of like a holding pond. It was here for the gold mine. It runs all the way through here. It's like a big, almost like another creek, but it's more like a holding pond for gold prospecting, all that stuff. But this is the field back here. So it's now fall. So it was gorgeous and green, but it's starting to turn. Everything's nice out here today. But gonna have some fruit trees out here. Gonna have a whole little homestead here, and I'm just showing you kind of this area back here because this is huge. This open field, you can see how far I am from the car, and this will be our backyard. So back here is where I've been doing a little prospecting. I think I hear a critter back here. You can see we have a trommel back here set up. We'll talk about that more later on. You guys have probably seen some videos back here from Lee Hendricks on YouTube, a guy I've seen a few times on YouTube about gold prospecting. But here you go. This is the Mountain Creek. I've been down here a few times the last month or so prospecting myself and found some gold. Not a lot of water running right now, but Tim was kind enough to leave me that trommel as well, so I'll get that all fixed up and run it sometimes. And this is Mountain Creek, so this goes all the way down the side of our property. And it's really just gorgeous out here. I know it's a little hard to tell. The camera doesn't do it justice, and the trails keep on going throughout the whole property. So really gorgeous out here, and gold right here on my own property. So it's really, really cool. But yeah, I really look forward to this adventure, and I look forward to having you guys along with us. And we're gonna go out now and head out to Uwharrie and hit a little spot we've been digging on the last couple months. I got some really good gold in it. It might be a little too cold. I've been getting really, really deep where the gold is getting really good. But we'll head out there and see what we got. If it's too cold, we may just dig around other places, but I'll at least try to show you guys that. We'll do a little bit of sluicing if there's enough water running. Otherwise, we may be just doing some panning. So we'll do a little bit for the day, do a little gold prospecting. But anyway, I'll throw a couple more pictures and stuff up there. We'll get more, you'll see more of the land as it gets developed, and we look forward to that journey of having the house built and bringing you guys along with us as we kind of learn how to homestead a little bit and all that stuff. Big adventures coming, and also a lot of gold prospecting. So if you like that type of thing, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel. You're going to see some homesteading stuff, some gold prospecting, and a whole lot of fun. So we look forward to having you along with us. All right, we are out here at Uwharrie. We don't have a lot of time today, and we came out here and my dumb ass forgot the shovel. So we're just kind of poking around for a few minutes before we get out of here. Let me show what we got going on here. All right, so we're out here poking around, me and my girlfriend, and just pans, did a little test pan. Let me show what I'm doing. This is not really a great spot. We don't have a lot of time. We're probably gonna come back tomorrow. We have a really good spot down there. We've been getting a lot of good gold. Way down there, we'll show you that, but it's a lot deeper, and the water is cold now. So we're not doing a whole lot, but I found a few big rocks here, and I moved that one that was there. So I'm just gonna test. We'll do a couple test pans back there, just to dig behind some of these bigger rocks. This has probably been worked to death. It's pretty much a straightaway, but so we're trying to get behind some of these big rocks here, and we'll show if we get anything. But yeah, my dumb ass forgot to shovel today, so we brought all this stuff. There's my sluices, and not a lot of water here. It hadn't rained in quite a while. The last time we were here, we were barely able to sluice with just a little bit of flow, and can't do it today. So we're just poking around for a little bit. We'll show if you got anything. We'll do a couple test pans, and may just come back tomorrow, but let's see if we can get some gold. All right, so I'm gonna pan out this little bit here. This is not the best material. Honestly, like I said, I forgot my big shovel, so I'm using a hand shovel. My girlfriend found a pretty good spot over there. Got another pan here. We're gonna try this out, see if there's something here. But anyway, I'm gonna pan this out. We just got some loose material here in a classifier. Just your standard half-inch classifier. And I'll be pretty aggressive with it. This is just test panning. As long as you aerate that material, there's no need to worry about spilling gold out. All right. So I'll be pretty aggressive with this. I don't know if we, on this channel, we want to talk about how to prospect or whatever. There's so many of those channels, but maybe we will. That's something people are interested in. Been doing this a while, but get pretty aggressive. As long as you aerate that for a minute, you're good to go. But this is pretty loose stuff. I don't expect to see much in here. We're kind of in a straightaway behind some big rocks, and I moved a couple rocks, but just kind of test it out because, again, you can't do much without the big shovel, the big spoon. So We're getting good gold in this creek. I know there's good gold here because we got a gram of it, but not today probably. All right, let's see if there's any even black sand. This is muddy water too. And this water's cold. All right, more black sand this time. And let's see here. There's a little bit. Real fine showing up. Oh, better than last pan, so I don't know if you can see that. Probably not worth it. We'll just throw that out. Throw it back to the gold god so it can grow bigger it can grow up to be a nugget someday. We'll come back and get it. All right, let's test this other one. Got a little deeper there, but I don't think we're gonna get much here. See anything? I didn't see anything smiling at me. More black sand for sure. Okay, I see a little gold this time. Little micro gold. And not a lot. There's a little root thing in there. Yeah, little specks. You can see that little bit. It's not even worth it, but right up there, a couple specks. Two little specks right there. So, all right, let's set this up here. We'll get a couple pieces here. Not a lot, but we can't throw it all back to the gold gods. All right, not a lot else there. Normally I would dump this in our cons bucket, but not today. We're just poking around. Not gonna be a lot of cons. Why you keep laughing at me? All right. Gold in the snuffer officially. We didn't get skunked. All right, guys, we couldn't leave without showing you some gold. We are back home now at our temporary home until we get out to the land. So we just poked around the water for about an hour. We didn't have a shovel. We messed around with hand shovels, but I want to show you a little bit. We've picked up some gold here and there. That's a prospect. This is not the best light, so I apologize, but these are a couple of nuggets and stuff we've collected. Been back into prospecting about a year, I don't know, I think, something like that. And I can't really get that to focus. Can I get that? There we go. That's a nice beauty there. It's about a gram itself. These little pickers here. Now these, again, these are not all come from Uwharrie. There are pickers in Uwharrie. I have found many pickers in Uwharrie. They are there. Don't let people tell you they're not. And this is most of what we get here. This is all from Uwharrie here. In that same area, that same creek. Mostly Moccasin Creek. We poked around a lot of other areas, but that's what's coming out just on probably, I would say 5-6 trips, a little over a gram from that same little area we were at, but just down about 100 yards. You can get gold if you're familiar with Uwharrie National Forest. That is in my opinion, still the best place to get gold on public lands. It is there. A lot of people will say it's not, but you have to go out and dig a little deeper. Read the creeks correctly where erosion happens. Get deeper than most people are willing to. Get a little, not afraid to get wet. And you will get that right there too. That is all Uwharrie gold. That's a gram, probably in about 4 or 5 trips total, and then a couple pickers as well. And I've sold a lot of gold in the past from Uwharrie from prospecting years ago. Anyway, guys, there's some actual Uwharrie gold. All right, guys, so there you go. There's our first little video. Just wanted to end it on the day. We're back at home. Just showed you that gold that we had dug out from Uwharrie. I'm sitting beside my camper outside. My neighbors are over there. I just didn't want to disturb them. So anyway, we're out here and just want to close out this video and let you guys know we appreciate you stopping by. We look forward to this. We've been watching a lot of prospecting videos and stuff like that on YouTube for a while, and I've, since we got back into gold prospecting, and we really do enjoy going out and one of my favorite things is sitting there sluicing in a creek somewhere. And it's getting a little cold now, so we may not be out there getting real deep in the next couple months, but we got a lot coming. A lot of a lot of progress on the house coming up on Will. You know, we're going to start the homestead and prospect and all that as well on this channel. So just want to let you guys know we appreciate it. And we'll see you again soon. We've got a lot of adventures ahead. Stay tuned.